This is the sort of car that demands superlatives. BMW reckons so anyway. With just 132 words, the X5 4.8iS was introduced at the 2004 Sydney Motor Show using terms like fire-breathing, steroid-enhanced, benchmark setting, tarmac melting, and driver thrilling. The X5 4.8 is a mighty force among SUVs, sports utility vehicles. There can be no doubt. Only the Porsche Cayenne Turbo upstages its 265 kilowatts as its $237,000 price tag showed. The monster BMW is not common either, as only a limited number of X5 4.8iS were imported. The 4.8iS is a pumped-up version of the 4.4 X5, launched here in 2000. The 4.8iS grew out of the 4.6iS that was introduced here, also as a limited import, in 2002. The X5 was already a cut above the pack when it came to on-road abilities. The 4.8iS reinforces the belief with a vengeance. The 4.8iS saw some work at the Nürburgring circuit during its development, at a time when BMW owned Land Rover. The X5 4.8iS is performance-focused. That's why BMW talks about the Nürburgring thing, and why acceleration times are important. So how does the 4.8iS go in the bush? Well, pretty well it turns out. The 4.8-litre V8 delivers 500 Nm of torque. This exceeds the Nm per litre output of just about any other regular, on-road engine. It's the same torque figure, produced at fewer RPM, than the latest iteration of Holden's 6-litre Gen 3 V8, which has 1.2 litres more capacity than the BMW. The X5's air suspension reworked and has a set of new wheels and tyres, larger at the back than at front, that give the BMW some really Werman-like contact patches on the road. A body kit underlines the intentions of BMW's high-performance M-Team in developing the 4.8iS, as it is aimed at improving aerodynamic stability at high speeds. The all-alloy, multi-cam, 32-valve BMW V8 was already off to a good start, as it's been a familiar staple in the company's top-spec lineup for some time. The good thing is that its obvious efficiency hasn't been blunted by the capacity stretch, which has largely been achieved by Alpina lengthening the stroke in a short-stroke configuration. The 4.8-litre V8 gets things like a new engine management program, as well as modified inlet and exhaust systems with a quadruple array of pipes thrusting out of the rear. In addition to providing all that extra power, this ensures an omnipresent, thundering V8 exhaust note. All the torque and kilowatts are directed through the 6-speed ZF automatic. The 4.8iS is also something of a Carmen Miranda. It gets just about all the fruit, although strangely, according to the figures, it's no heavier than the regular 4.4 X5. Gear includes adaptive, see-around-the-corner bi-xenon headlights, full leather upholstery, power front seats with memory settings, power-adjusted steering column, climate control air conditioning, multifunction steering wheel, top-spec 10-speaker sound, and park distance control. The electronics incorporate all the BMW systems aimed at minimizing the chances of coming unstuck on or off the road. The systems include automatic stability control and traction, dynamic stability control, ABS dynamic brake control, automatic differential brake, hill descent control, which helps keep things under control without driver intervention on a steep off-road slope, corner brake control, self-leveling suspension, and park distance control. The X5 got a 5-star Euro NCAP crash test safety rating with standard passive safety features including 10 airbags and 4 front and rear headbags. The driving experience is pretty familiar X5. The inside feels luxurious, with plenty of stretch-out space even for beefy passengers. The load area behind the rear seat is quite spacious and covered with a roll-out blind. The 4.8iS starts with a rumble that is at once shattering and subdued, as well as a slight suggestion of V8 shake at idle. There's no doubt that something is in store if you're ever lucky enough to climb behind the wheel, and this is verified with the first tentative tickle of the accelerator pedal. 500 Nm are plenty enough, especially when supported by plentiful linear V8 power. With rear favoring all-wheel drive constantly available via the new infinitely variable X-Drive system, there's always traction to control any wayward kilowatts, even on slippery surfaces. The X-Drive can send up to 100% of the power to the rear, but apportions some of it to the front wheels when necessary. It juggles the power so it goes to the wheels where it will have most effect in controlling an imminent slide. Handy stuff with a 2-ton plus, 500 Nm beast. And the tyres, 275/40R20 at the front and 315/35R20 at the rear, are what's needed for the task. The 4.8iS feels as quick as virtually anything on the road, which in fact it is. A non-turbo that accelerates like a WRX is something to be experienced. And, like all X5s, the handling and road grip is something to be experienced as well. The top-heavy feel of just about all 4WDs, soft road or off-road, is hardly noticeable here, apart from the fact you're always aware of the elevated seating position. The BMW, which uses its self-leveling suspension, and steers with a sharpness and agility rare in this segment. Only the twin-turbo Porsche Cayenne V8 shares the BMW's sense of stable, high-speed security. The ride is firm, but comfortable, making the 4.8iS feel regal on the road, silent on a country cruise, where the sight of an appealing back road always entices. The sound of the V8 is magnificent when accelerating. It doesn't disappoint when backing off the accelerator either, as a lovely thudding sound comes up through the floor. Fuel capacity 93 litres. The 6-speed auto, as in the 7 Series, is a smooth shifter with plenty of ratio options to choose from. On the road and bush track alike, it has proved to be very good at predicting downshifts. The sequential pattern is standard BMW, forward to downshift, back to upshift. In the end, the X5 4.8iS is a hell of an indulgence. If you want a really fast SUV, you won't do any better, unless you start thinking about the people from Stuttgart. Original 4.8iS, review by Tim Britton, and you can find it on goauto.com.au. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more of Australia as Pesh travels around painting landscapes and people, while attending to traditional water business.